Ahí va. Ok, ahí ya lo puse.
Okay, I got the
Ok,
recording
mis
set.
amores. Bueno, pues vamos a
Okay,
empezar.
darlings.
¿Cuántos están
So
listos?
let's start
¿Cuántos están
dancing.
listos para el
Who is
entrenamiento
ready?
de hoy? A mí
Who
me
is
encanta mi
ready for
entrenamiento
today's
levantando la
training?
mano y
I love
levantando
it.
la
I love
mano.
that
Así es
you're
como es.
seeing,
Así es como
I'm
es.
seeing your hand and the other
Ok,
hand up, and
bueno.
that's how it goes.
Primero, ¿de qué se trata el entrenamiento de hoy? Y por
Okay,
eso es que
first of all, what
envié
is this training today
el
about?
mensaje por la mañana,
And why did I send
diciéndoles
a
que era
message today?
importantísimo que les dejáramos saber a los
Saying that it
equipos
was
sobre
super
este
important for you
entrenamiento
to
de
let
los
the
jueves.
teams know
El
about this
entrenamiento de los jueves se
Thursday
llama
training.
Onboarding y
This
Back
Thursday
Office. ¿Qué
training
quiere
is
decir eso?
onboarding and back
Alguien que
office.
está
What does that
reciente de
mean?
haber entrado al negocio,
Everybody who
inclusive que tiene
recently
muchas dudas.
started the
Ustedes pueden
business and
decir,
has a
óyeme,
lot of
pero
questions,
que
you can say, hey,
todos los jueves me
but
vuelven a decir
each
lo mismo.
Thursday,
¿Saben qué ocurre?
they always say the same thing to
Increíblemente
me.
yo
You
estoy
know
en
what
todos los
happens?
chats y leo todos
Incredibly,
los
I'm
chats
in all the chats
y
and I
se
read all
dice
the
y se
chats and
pregunta
they
lo
say
mismo
and they
over
ask
and over
exactly
and
the
over.
same
¿Y cómo hago el
over
upgrade?
and
¿Y cómo
over and
ahora
over
hago si
again.
yo quiero
And
editar
how do I
my
upgrade?
outership?
And what do
¿Y
I do
cómo es
if
que
I
hago
want to
la
edit my
inscripción
auto
con
shipment?
mi
And
cliente
how
o el
can I do
distribuidor? ¿Y cómo es
my
que hago esto? ¿Y cómo?
inscription with the
Y
distributor?
ya
And
hemos
how do I
hablado
do
de eso,
this and that? And
pero
we already
vemos
spoke
por qué
about this.
razón no se sientan mal.
Let's
Es
see
porque estas
what
cosas hay que
reason. Don't feel
practicarlas
bad about it.
una
These
y otra
things
vez.
have to be
Todas las cosas
practiced
que vamos a
one
estar
over
tocando
and
hoy,
over.
cómo entrar a tu
All the
back
things that
office,
we're going
cómo
to be
hacer el
talking about
outership,
today,
qué es
how
el
to go
plan de
to your back office,
compensación,
how to do
cómo
the
es que
auto
lo
shipment, what is
manejamos,
a
qué cosa es el
compensation
dinero que te
plan, how
da,
do we
etcétera,
manage that,
etcétera. De
how
hecho,
much money do you get,
aclaro
etc., etc. And I
que
want
vamos
to
a estar haciendo un
clarify
entrenamiento
that we're
también
going to be doing a
completamente
training
hablando de los
also
nuevos paquetes.
only
Los
talking
nuevos
about the
paquetes no
new
empiezan
kits,
hasta
the
el
new
primero de
packs.
octubre.
The
El
new
primero de
packs don't
octubre se
start
hacen
until October
efectivos.
1st.
Pero
October
vamos a
1st,
estar
they will
haciendo un
be effective.
entrenamiento
But we're
solo
going to
para
start
esos
doing a
nuevos
training
paquetes por
only
algunas
for
cosas que
those new
cambiaron. No sé si
packs for a
ustedes
few
estuvieron
things that
el
changed.
otro día
I don't
en
know
la
if you were
llamada
here
que
the other
hizo la
day
compañía
in
de
the
Lightwave, pero
call
bueno,
that
vamos a hacer un
LifeWave did,
entrenamiento
but we're
solamente para
going to
eso,
do a
para
training just
explicar
focused
cuáles
on
son
that
los que se van
to
y
be
cuáles
able
son
to
los que se quedan,
explain
pero
who
está
is
súper
leaving,
fácil, no
which
hay
packs
nada
are leaving,
complicado,
sorry,
¿ok?
and which are staying,
Entonces,
but it won't be
¿qué es
complicated
lo
at all.
importante que tenemos que
Okay,
saber
so what
y
is
lo
the
que tenemos en
important thing
nuestra
that we
mano?
need to know?
¿Cuántos
What do we
aquí me
have in
ponen
our
en el
hands?
chat?
How
¿Cuántos
many
están
of you
seguros
here,
de que
please
tienen
put it
una
down in the
excelente
chat. How
oportunidad
many are
y
sure
además un
that
producto
you have
único?
an excellent
¿Cuántos tienen eso
opportunity and
claro?
a
Que no
unique
tengo que
product?
estarle
Who
explicando
has
eso.
that
Es decir,
clear?
está
I don't have
clarísimo
to be
que
explaining
esta
this. Is it
oportunidad
super clear
no la hay en
that
otra
this
compañía.
opportunity
No
doesn't
la hay. Es
exist
un
in any
producto
other company? It doesn't
irrepetible y voy a
exist.
ir
It's a
hablando de
product that
eso
is
poco a
completely
poco. Ahora,
irrepeatable.
cosas que
And
ustedes
I'm going to be
tienen que
talking
tener en la
about that
mente.
little by little now. Things that
Gente,
you have
tienen
to
que
be
aprender a
have in your
desarrollarse,
mind,
a
people. You need to
comunicarse y
learn to
además a
develop yourself. You need to learn
relacionarse
to
especialmente
communicate
con los
and
no.
to
¿Qué ocurre cuando uno
get
no ha hecho este
used
negocio
to
anteriormente?
no's
Los no
specifically. What
nos
happens when you
aterrizan.
haven't done
Los
this
no nos
kind of
espantan.
job
Los
before?
no nos
No's
duermen.
make us
Los no hacen
feel
que nos
afraid.
detengamos.
They
Y la
make us fall
realidad tiene que ser
asleep.
todo lo
They
contrario.
make us feel terrorized and
El
they
no es
make
parte de este
us
negocio. Si yo
become
ponte a pensar, cuando usted pide una tienda
non-moving.
y alguien te ha
They
atendido y te
freeze
dice,
us. And
ay,
that you.
imagínate que se
No, I
pone a
don't want it.
llorar, oh my
Imagine
God,
that
me
that
dijo,
person
no, yo
starts
no soy
crying.
buena
Oh my
vendedora,
God,
nada
she
que
said,
ver,
no,
esto no es
I'm
para
not a good
mí.
person in
Y yo
selling.
veo
This is not for me. And I
constantemente que nos
constantly,
enfocamos en cosas
constantly
que no
see
debe
that
ser
we're
el
focused
enfoque.
on things
Si
that
nos
shouldn't be the
enfocamos
focus.
en los no de la
If we
gente,
focus
entonces
on
nos estamos
people's no's,
desenfocando de la
then we are
oportunidad tan
unfocusing on
buena,
people's
única que
this
tenemos en las manos.
amazing and unique
Y aunque ustedes
opportunity
no lo
that we have
crean,
in our hands.
que a
And
lo
even
mejor
though
no lo
you don't
entienden,
believe
eso
it
es
and you
un
don't understand it,
80%
this is an
mentalidad,
80%
20% estrategia.
mentality, a
Créelo,
20% strategy.
créelo.
Believe it.
Porque si tu mente se
Believe it,
debilita,
because if
tu
your
ejecución se
mind
debilita.
becomes weak,
Porque
your
todo lo que
execution
nosotros
becomes
pensamos
weak.
se convierte en
Because
lo que decimos y
everything
en lo que
we
hacemos.
think
Entonces,
becomes
si
what
alguien te
we
dice,
say and
óyeme,
what we
los
do.
está
So if
vendiendo en
somebody says,
Amazon,
hey,
¿qué?
they're
Los está
selling this
vendiendo
on
en Walmart,
Amazon. Oh,
inmediatamente
they're
tu mente
selling
te
it in
dice, oh my
Walmart.
God.
What?
Entonces tú
Immediately
imaginas,
your mind is like, oh
óyeme,
my God,
pero
this
entonces tú
isn't
estás
so
vendiendo una
unique.
cosa que no es
Oh,
cierta y
you're
qué vas a
selling
decir ahora. ¿Y
something
qué
that is
crees que
not
ella
true.
dice?
And
Te
what are
vas
you
con
going to
hombros
say?
caídos
And
y
you
se acabó
just
el mundo para ti y el negocio no
become
sirve.
sad and the
Cuando no
world
es la
falls
realidad
apart
y
and the business doesn't
tristemente,
work. And that's not
eso es,
the
y voy a estar
reality.
hablando
And
de ese tema más
unfortunately, and
adelante,
I'm going to be
eso
talking
es
about this
la
later on,
dificultad y el
that
challenge y el
is a
reto tan
difficult
grande
and
de
the
lo que es el mundo de
challenge, the
venta.
enormous
Es un
challenge that we
negocio
have
una
indirect
industria
sales. It's
espectacular,
a
te lo puedo decir porque
spectacular
lo sé,
business
lo
and
sé.
industry. I can
Es
tell you,
una
I have
industria
experience in this.
maravillosa
It's a
y lo vemos
marvelous
en los
industry.
líderes
We
de
see it
LifeWave
in the
y
leaders
puedes
of
ir a líderes
LifeWave.
de otras
And you can
compañías
go to
de esa
leaders of
industria y
other
qué bueno que tú
companies in the
conectas.
industry
Todos
because
son
I don't
buenos, testimonios
criticize
y
any
conectas
of
con el
them. They're all
producto
good depending
y
on
tú
if you
conectas
connect
con
with the
que eso es
product
parte de tu
and
propósito,
if
lo
you
que tú
connect
quieres
with this
hacer y
being
que te
part of
divierte
your
y te
purpose
gusta y
and
te
what you want
apasiona.
to do and you have
Todo el
fun and
mundo
you
es
like
diferente.
it and
A mí no me
you
apasiona
are
otro tipo
passionate
de
about it.
compañía, a mí me gusta
Everybody's
ese
different. I don't
producto
feel
que fue con
passionate
el que
about other
conecté
kinds of
por el
companies. I feel
bienestar para
passionate
mí,
with
porque
this
sé que
product that I
estoy
connected
proveyendo
with
a otros
because of my
salud,
well-being, because I know I'm
bienestar
giving others
y además
health,
también finanzas,
well-being, and
que es de las
finance.
cosas que más aquejan
These are the
y que más
things that
duelen y que
most
más se
people
sale de
need,
nuestro
that
control.
most hurt us, and that most
Entonces,
are out
Eso es
of
lo
our
primero que tú
control.
tienes que entender y trabajar.
So this is the
¿Por
first thing
qué
that you need
estoy
to
haciendo esto?
understand and
¿Por qué?
work.
¿Sabe por
Why?
qué es necesario eso?
Why do
Porque
I
ese va a
need
ser tu
this? You know
motor
why you
para
need
esos
this?
momentos
Because
de
this is going
debilidad.
to be
Y
your
escúchame,
engine for
nada
those
en la
moments
vida
of
es una
weakness.
línea
Listen
recta.
to me.
¿Qué,
Nothing in
qué quiero
life
decir con esto? Que
is
nada en la
a
vida se
straight
mantiene,
line.
la
What do I
vida
mean?
todos van
That
a estar
nothing in
perfectos
life maintains
siempre.
itself.
Eso no es así, porque la
Sales are
vida no
not
es
going
así,
to
tu
be
vida no es
perfect
así, mi vida
always.
no
And
es
it's
así.
not that way because life isn't that way.
Tenemos que
Your life
estar
isn't that way. Neither is mine.
flexibles
So we
a
need
que
to
esas
be
cosas ocurren.
flexible to
Qué
understand that
mensaje,
those things
wow.
happen. Wow,
A
30
que esas
messages.
cosas ocurren.
We
Entonces
need
no
to
podemos
be
estar
flexible in
pendientes. ¿Qué
understanding
quiero
that
que yo,
this is
qué
part of
quiero que tú
life.
sepas?
So what do I
Tú
want you to
eres
know? What do I
dueña
want
de tu
you to
propio
understand?
negocio,
You are
dueño,
the
si eres
owner
hombre, de
of
tu
your
propio
own
negocio.
business.
Tú, en cuanto tú te inscribiste
The moment that you
en LifeWave,
enrolled
tú
in
creaste
Life
tu empresa.
Wave, you
Esa es tu
created your
empresa.
company.
Tú
This is
tienes
your
que
company.
apoderarte
You
de ese
need
título.
to
Al
become
momento tú estás diciendo,
empowered
yo soy
with your
dueña de mi
company.
empresa.
You need
Yo
to say,
tengo mi
I
propio
am
negocio.
the owner of my
Repítelo. Si tú no
business.
te lo
I
repites, si
have
tú no
my
te lo
own
dices
business. Repeat it.
constantemente,
If you don't
entonces
repeat
¿qué
it and
pasa?
you
Tú
don't
no
say
te
it
crees
constantly,
merecedor,
you
merecedora
don't
de lo bueno que te va
believe
a
that
ocurrir
you
porque estás,
deserve
¿sabes
all the
qué?
good things that are going
Plantando,
to happen to
sembrando.
you because you
El otro
are
día veía
cultivating
una,
right now.
una imagen que estaba hablando alguien que a mí me
You
encanta y estaba
are
leyendo su
seeding.
mensaje y
The other
decía,
day, I
hablaba de
heard a
las
message of somebody and I
raíces.
loved it. And they were
Si
talking
tus
about
raíces
the roots.
están
If
fundadas en el
your
miedo
roots
y
are
no
growing
en lo que tú
on
sabes
over
que eres y
fear
lo que Dios
and
dice que
not
tú eres, en
over
el
what
caso de
you
esa
know
manera
that
lo
you
veo yo,
are
lo
and
que
what
Dios
God
dice que yo soy,
says that you are,
pues
that's how
entonces,
I
¿qué
see it, what
pasa?
God says that
Se
I am.
tambalea tu
You know
árbol de
what
la vida.
happens?
¿Por qué?
Your
Porque
tree
tu
of life
fundación no
becomes
está en el
weaker. Why?
lugar
Because
correcto.
your
Tu identidad
foundations are not
depende
in the
de
correct place.
alguien que vio
So
un
your
escrito que salió
identity
que los
depends on
parches
somebody that
hacen no sé qué
saw
cosa o que es
someone that
una lo
posted
venden
saying
en
that
otro
the
lugar
patches do
y que
this or
entonces es
that they sell
falso.
it somewhere else
Se
or that
tambalea
it's
porque
false.
tus
So
raíces no
your
están tú
belief is
porque en
weak
tus
because
valores, en
your
tu
roots are not
conexión,
in
en
your
tu
why, and
propósito.
your values, and
Entonces,
your
¿dónde tú
connection,
tienes ahora
in
mismo
your
tus
purpose.
raíces? ¿Por qué tú empezaste a hacer este
So
negocio?
where
¿Por
are
una
your roots
emoción,
right
por un
now?
impulso
Why
que
did
te
you
dio?
start
Oh
working
my
this
God, lo voy a
business?
hacer yo
Because of
porque
an
todo el mundo lo está
impulse?
haciendo.
Because of excitement?
O
Oh,
por
everybody's doing it. I'm going to
convicción.
do it too.
Entonces, tu
Or because
convicción
of
no se puede
conviction.
romper del
Your
hoy a la
conviction
mañana.
cannot be
No
broken
puede. Tú
from
tienes
one
que
day to
mantenerla,
another.
pero para eso
It
tú tienes que
shouldn't. You need to
alimentarte. ¿Cómo
maintain
tú
it.
te
But
alimentas?
for
Mediante
that,
los
you
entrenamientos.
need to nurture it.
Entonces,
How do you
lo
nurture
primero que
it?
te quiero
Here
hablar es
in these
cómo
trainings. So the first
hacemos
thing I want
para
to
este
talk to
negocio
about you about
construirlo
is
con
how do
unas
we
bases
do
y
with
unas
this business to
raíces
be
que
able to build it with a
realmente no se
foundation
caigan.
and
Que
roots that
nadie
will
venga con
not
cualquier
break,
estupidez
unbreakable,
a
that
cortar el
nobody
árbol
can come to
tuyo
you with any stupid things to cut
y se
down
vaya.
your tree and chop it
¿Por qué
down.
razón? Porque tú estás fuerte
Why?
en lo que tú
Because
quieres
you're
hacer.
strong
¿Qué tú
in your
tienes que hacer
belief.
todos los
So
días?
what do you
Primero,
have to do
llegar a
every
los
day?
entrenamientos.
First, you have to come and show up in the trainings.
Gente mía, en el canal de
Look, my
información,
friends, in the
ese es tu mejor
information
amigo,
channel,
Boards y el canal
that
de
is your best
información.
friend. Boards and the information channel.
El canal de información.
The
Ese es tu mejor
information channel
amigo.
is
Entonces, ¿qué tú tienes
your
que hacer? Tú
best
quieres un,
friend.
un
So what
negocio
do you need
estable.
to
¿Cuánta
do? Do
gente aquí
you
quiere
want
un
a
negocio
stable
estable?
business?
¿Cuánta
Who
gente aquí
here
quiere
wants a
ganar mucho
stable
dinero?
business?
¿Cuánta
Who
gente
here
aquí quiere
wants to earn a
impactar
lot
la
of
vida de
money?
más personas
Who
en su
here
vida?
wants to make
¿Cuánta?
an
Dime.
impact in other
Dime, a
people's
ver,
health and life? Tell me.
contágiate con lo que estamos
Tell me.
hablando. No te quiero ahí
You
de que,
have
oh
to
my God. No, no,
know
no,
about what we're
contágiate,
talking
porque esa
about.
energía tuya
I don't
es la
want
que
you
tú
to
le llevas
just
a la gente con la que
listen.
tú
I
hablas.
want you to
Si tú hablas
transmit it
bonito,
because your
entonces así le
energy
llegas a la
is
gente.
how
Tú
you
tienes que
talk and what you
conectarte con el
transmit to people.
entrenamiento y
You
con lo
need
que
to
estamos hablando.
contact and
Todo,
connect
todos
with the
quieren
training
entonces,
and with
antes de
everything
entrar
that
a
we're
los
talking about.
entrenamientos,
So yes, you have
tienes
to
que
be
saber
part of the
cuáles son tus
trainings.
canales.
You
Tú
have to
tienes canal de
understand what your
información,
channels
canal de
are. You have the
testimoniales, tienes
information
canal
channel,
de
the
conversación
testimonial
y
channel, the
además si eres
conversation
directagent
channel.
también tienes WhatsApp
And if
y
you're under
además
my
tienes
direct
board.
line, you also
Todo
have
eso lo
WhatsApp
necesitas. Ahora
and you
mismo
have
te quiero
boards. This is
romper
all things
esa
that you
imagen
need.
de
I
que
want to
es que el
break now
board
that image of,
cuesta, es
oh,
que
but
no sé porque
board
no soy
costs
tecnológica.
money. Oh, I don't
Aprende.
know. I'm not tech savvy. Well,
Aprende
learn.
porque quieres que te diga algo.
Learn because you want me
¿Cuántas
to
aquí
tell you
son
something?
madres o
Who
padres?
here are
¿Cuántos
moms and dad?
tienen hijos?
Who of you
Tienen
have
hijos.
children?
Y les digo algo,
And let me tell
perdónenme,
you
yo no
something.
soy muy
I'm
soft
sorry,
en los
but
entrenamientos
I'm not
porque la
very
vida no
soft
es
in
soft.
my trainings
Tú no quieres
because
que yo te
life
traiga aquí a
isn't
mentira,
soft.
tú quieres que yo te
I'm
diga la
not
verdad
going
y
to
cómo
come and
hacerlo.
lie to you. You
Porque
want
yo
me to tell you the truth and how to do it, because I've been able to do it because I got hit by life and taught by life. So I can't say that life is going to be just snowflakes coming down from the sky, because that's not the reality of life. It just isn't. So the reality, your parents, right? Your moms, your fathers. Okay, it seems like only one, Annie, who answered. Mom and grandmother. Okay, perfect. So let me ask you then, when your son or daughter was born and they put your son or daughter in your hands, you said, wait a second, I don't know how to be a mom. Let me just give it back. You didn't, right? No, you didn't. You had a very big why, because you wanted to be a mom. You wanted to leave a legacy. This is the same thing. Didn't you say that you
No
wanted to be
hablas
a
cuando ves a
business
una
owner?
empresaria o a un
When you see
empresario
a
que tiene
business
dinero, que tiene
owner,
buena vida,
an
que tiene un
entrepreneur
avión,
with money,
que
with a
les va
good
bien
life,
en todo lo que
with a
hacen, tú no
plane,
dices,
that
ay, yo
everything they
quisiera
do
ser
is
como
going
ella.
well,
¿Qué tú
but you
piensas?
think, oh,
¿Que a
I
veces
would
lo
like to be
regalaron?
like her,
Oh,
like
no
him. Do
way,
you
José.
think they just gave it to
No.
them? They just
Todos lo
gifted it
hicieron
out?
a
No way,
pulso
Jose.
también.
Everyone
Me
did it,
di,
falling
aprendí.
and getting hit
Me quedé con lo
and
bueno y quité lo
learning
malo.
and
Entonces, para eso tú
keeping
tienes
what
que
is
aprender
good and
aparte de hacerte
forgetting
la
about the
sorda y el
bad,
sordo
or
con la
using
gente que
it
no
to
tiene nada
learn.
que
So you
decir de
need
tu
to
negocio.
stop listening to
Y
people
venir a
that
los
are saying
entrenamientos
things
para
that have
escuchar
nothing to do with
a
your
lo que de
business,
verdad
and
se
come to
entiende.
the trainings
Lo
to
otro que tienes
listen
que
to the
hacer,
ones that
primero llegar a
truly
todos los
understand.
entrenamientos y
And the
saber
next
los
thing you
canales
have to do is,
importantes que
first
tú
of all,
tienes que
go to
escuchar.
all the trainings,
Fíjate que no te estoy
participate in
diciendo
all the
TikTok,
channels that you need
no
to
te estoy
participate
diciendo
in.
Instagram,
Now,
que eso
I'm
es para
not
clase de
saying
los sábados.
TikTok,
Te
I'm
estoy
not
diciendo
saying
los canales de
Instagram.
información.
That
Si tú
is
no quieres
on
estar en
Saturday
ningún chat,
classes.
porque
I'm
increíblemente
talking
hay
about the
personas que me dicen,
information
yo no quiero
channel. So
estar
if
en
you
los
don't want to
chats,
be
son
in a chat,
demasiado,
because
hablan
there are people
mucho,
that say,
los mensajes
no,
no
I don't want
venden,
to
no
be in
cogen
the chats, I'm
notificaciones.
amazed because
No
they
sé por qué
talk a lot.
entraste en este negocio
Messages
entonces,
drive
porque
me
esto no es un
crazy,
negocio de clases,
notifications. I don't know
un
why you
negocio de mensaje,
entered
un
the
negocio de hablar
business in,
hasta
because
por
this is
el
a
codo.
business of
Entonces,
relationships,
May,
of
vieja, tú
messages,
tienes que
of
reflexionar.
talking
Dos,
nonstop. So maybe you
vincular a
have
tu
to think
equipo.
about
¿Qué
that. Number
significa?
two,
Para
you
mí, el
have
ejemplo a
to
seguir
join
son toda
your
la gente
team.
de
What does that
decisión.
mean?
El
For
equipo
me, the
completo.
example that I want to follow, the role
Yo
model
quiero que
is
tú sepas
models
que
are the
esa
people from
gente
This
lo
Is
primero
It.
que hacen es
The full team. I
conectar,
want you to know that the first thing
vincular.
that those people do
Cada
is
gente que
that
entra
they
nueva hace un
link, they
entrenamiento.
connect.
Y para
They
eso es
link
que
the new
nosotros hemos creado
people
este
with the
sistema.
people have
Para que
been
tú
that
no
have
tengas
been
que
longer
hacer.
in the business.
Para que
And
tú lo
that's why
único
we
que tienes que
created the
hacer
system.
es
So
mandar el
you don't have to
mensaje de
do it. The
bienvenida,
only
que en un
thing you
rato
have
te
to
lo
do
voy a
is send a
enseñar,
welcome message
donde
that I'm
están
going to
todos los
show you
enlaces
in
donde
a
se
bit,
tienen que
where
unir.
you have
Y cada día que
all
hay
the
entrenamientos,
links that you have to
oye,
send. And
en un
each
chat
day
tuyo,
when there's a training,
gente, vamos para el
hey, in your
entrenamiento,
chat,
vamos,
come
que
on,
vamos a
people, let's
aprender
go to the
tal y a
training,
crearnos.
let's
Ahora tú
learn.
mandas, hola, y no
Oh,
mencionas y
okay.
no haces
And you don't
recordatorios,
mention
entonces tienes que
and you
trabajar en
don't
tu liderazgo.
remind
No es
them,
nada
then
más,
you have
hay que
to work
trabajar
on
en
your
liderazgo. Yo
leadership.
estas
It's
cosas
nothing
no lo
bad.
hacía
You have to
antes,
work on
porque yo
your
me paraba en
leadership.
una
I
cámara, me
used to
daban un
not do
micrófono y
this
dale, háblate
before
por los
because
codos y lee
I
el
would just
teleprompter.
stand in front of a
Esto lo tuve que
camera with a
desarrollar.
microphone
No
and I
es
would
fácil, pero
read
es
the
hermoso el
teleprompter
tú poder
and just
impactar,
talk nonstop.
ayudar,
But it's
enseñar a
beautiful
otras
to be able
personas
to
que
do an
pueden
impact, to
hacerlo.
help,
Y
to
está el
teach
sistema
other
creado.
people
Es
that can do it.
conéctate a
And the
estos
system has
canales y
been
cada
created. It's,
vez
hey,
que sea las
connect to these
5
channels,
menos 5,
and each
5 menos
time
10,
it's
hey, o 5:50, chicos,
10 to
vamos, que el
5
entrenamiento
or
viene y les voy a mandar el
5:50. Come
enlace.
on, guys, the training is going to start, and send the link
Entonces,
again.
vincular a tu equipo
So
con eso.
you
¿Qué más
have
hacer? Mira
to
todos los
identify your
videos que
team with
puedas
this.
en This Is
And the
It
second thing is
y
you
en el
have to
canal de
watch all the
información.
videos possible. This
En
is it
Boards
and the
y en el canal de
information channel.
información están
In
todas las
boards and the
grabaciones. Y
information channel,
además,
you
yo
have
voy, que Carlos
all
me dice, tú
the
parece que eres la
recordings.
mamá de toda esa
And
gente.
Carlos said,
Porque
you
yo
look like the
entro y
mom
les
of all those
borro
people
los
because
enlaces
I
de la
access
llamada
and
para
I
que ustedes no se
erase the links
confundan
to the
y de
calls
pronto
so
entren a
you don't
otras
get
llamadas y no
confused
les
and
pase.
suddenly go to
El
other
entrenamiento de hoy,
another
cuando
call,
se
because
termine, yo
sometimes that
borro el
happens.
enlace y
Today's
nada más te
training,
pongo después la
I
grabación y ves
erase
la
the link
grabación.
immediately and I just
Aunque
leave
tú
the
no lo creas, hay
recording.
gente que me han
Even if you
protestado y
don't
dicen,
believe it, there are
ay, pero es que
people
tengo que ir
who have
hacia atrás. La
protested
vagancia
because they're
llega
like,
hasta
I
ese
have to go
punto.
back and back
Ve
and
hacia
back.
atrás, si a veces, hello, yo iba en bicicleta a
Laziness
trabajar
is
en
big.
Cuba.
Just go back, you know?
Y eso no me mató.
I
Dale
had to work
atrás y
in
ve
Cuba,
hacia atrás o
and
vete a
that
boards,
didn't kill
baja la
me.
aplicación,
Go
ahí están
back or
todos,
go to
dice
boards, and
entrenamiento de
that's the
llamada de
application where
presentación.
it says
Así de
trainings
sencillo.
and
Lo otro
presentation
que
calls.
debes
That
hacer,
easy.
invita a
The other thing that
personas
you
y
need to do
prospectos a
is
tu llamada de
invite people and
oportunidad.
prospects
Hoy
to
hay
the
una llamada de
opportunity call.
oportunidad.
Today is an
¿Quién aquí ha
opportunity
invitado
call.
prospectos
Who
para
here
hoy?
has invited
¿Quién? A ver,
prospects for tonight?
¿quién
Who?
qué valiente?
Okay, that's
¿Quién ha
very.
invitado prospectos para hoy?
Who is brave? Who
Araceli
has
dice yo,
invited
Isela, yo
potential
muy bien,
clients for
Sandra,
today?
yo,
Araceli,
Lili,
Isera,
Anita muy bien,
Sandra,
Yaretsi,
Gigi, Anita,
Yanuska muy
Janet,
bien, 4
Januska. I have
emprendedores.
4.
Exacto, me gusta
Good,
este grupo,
exactly. I like this group.
ya
I
vamos
love it.
duplicando,
Okay, we're starting
perfecto,
to
yo 3,
duplicate. That's
good,
perfect.
yo
I
3,
invited
claro,
3.
yo
Good.
también,
I invited
Yesenia,
3.
yo,
Cari, Yesenia.
perfecto, están haciendo
Perfect.
lo que deben
You
hacer.
are doing what you have to
Esto es
do.
un negocio de
This is a
duplicación.
business that is focused
Todo
on
lo que tus líderes lo hacen,
duplicating
yo lo hago.
everything that
Porque es lo
my
que yo
leader
veo que mis
does.
líderes
I do
llevan bien.
because I see that my leaders entrepreneurs are having success. I see absolutely everything. I follow them in social media and their channels. Kendall, Joy, Kyle, Sarah, all of them, Mike, Asai, Gina, Steve, everyone. I watch them. What are they doing? What did they post? What did they do on social media? And what training did they have? And I look at everything that they do. And I have sometimes my phone on one side and my headset on the other one and the computer, because that's the business. You need to be passionate about your business. And you need to hear different people talking about the same thing, because that way you're going to be creating your own style, your way of talking about it. I'm not a scientist. If I talk about the copper peptide, you're going to be like, what is this crazy lady saying? Because I'm not a scientist. I need to connect with the human part of people because that's me. How can I translate this for people to understand me? Because that's my great passion. How something that could be complicated, I can explain it to somebody so that person knows how to duplicate it like I do. That is my purpose in life. With God, people don't know God. How can I talk about God and explain it in an easy way that doesn't seem like religion? That's my life purpose. How can I explain about LifeWave, about what this product does without talking about the nanocrystals and all that? And just tell them that they're going to have good health. That is my purpose. What is yours? What is your style? Maybe you are a scientific. I have people in my team who are doctors. Okay, search for yours. I only say search for it. Search who you are inside the business. And let's do a summary. To be able to develop a stable business, well, definitely you have to come to all the trainings. You have to make your team be identified, see all the videos that there are in boards and in the recordings. Invite people to the call, the opportunity call, invite your prospects. What should you always have with you? Always with you. First of all, the patches. Look, I received my sleeves that I organized, that I ordered, that are these boxes that are 10 or 5.99, where I can put 7 patches in to gift to somebody, and I always have them in my wallet. Which one's X39? Look, there are many patches. Focus on X39. When people enter the company, they'll see the rest. Less is more, Steve and Gina said. They've earned thousands and thousands of dollars in this company and in multi-level. I don't have to come and be crazy talking about 20 types of patches, because if you have a divided mind, you don't access and you don't enter. So focus on one. If we can't talk about 3 things at the same time and explain 3 types of patches, how are people going to understand you? Number 1, X39, no, X39. But what about for this X39? Because it's true. It's a technology that is most advanced technology. So you're not lying. What do you have in your hand? Always patches in your wallet. You can't be missing patches. Number 2, how many of you have their link to accessible to be able to share it? If you like technology, we have something with Guille. Guille, you're on the spot. If you're here, maybe you're not, but it created a QR code for us with our link. And if there's a person that I meet on the street, for example, today, the person who did my hands, an Asian lady, she asked, what is it that you have on your foot? Because I had the SP6. I said, yes, the patches, and I explained QR code, and there it is. It's easier, but the same way Guille created the QR code. You can have your QR code in a picture and people just look at you and click on it and they can access directly to your link. Also, you have to have a document explaining about the patch. Russia, where can I find that? Okay. All those things, me personally, boards, I use that for all the videos. The good thing about boards is that you share it at any time from your phone. Now, in my notes, on my notes in my phone, I have a join my team and I have the sales link. What do? Copy and send it. I send a note and it's ready. Documents. I have a folder called LifeWave. I have the document there explaining about the patch. Remember that recently, I'm not sure about if you know this, but I shared a document Dr. Maritza Fuentes created, and she's part of our team. And that document is spectacular. It explains phototherapy, the X39, and I put it in the information channel. By the way, Guille, I need to give it to you so you can upload it to boards, but it's in the information channel. I always have it at hand. When somebody says, oh no, I'm not sure, that's where I have it. And actually, the other day I shared one that Kendall posted that says, what does the patch contain? And gives you a super simple explanation. Nanocrystals, this is what it does. Super simple. What do we have to do, people? We need to think. Should I keep it? Copy, paste in a note. Hey, Rochelle, what does a patch have? You send it a note. I don't have to be writing, no, look, it has this and that. No, I already have it written down. We are in the world of automation. We have to create all that. What is the other thing that we have to have? the Telegram channel to be able to share it with the people that I have, that you enrolled with you. What do I have to have at hand? Testimonials. That is a reason why specifically that we have a testimonial channel. And that's why I had to block the comments, because even though I said only for testimonials, people were like, oh, but I didn't receive the order. It took longer, and people didn't understand. I had to block it because there's objective here, which is only having testimonials for what? For when you need testimonials, you have a channel that you can go to in Telegram, search for it and post it. And I keep on posting videos that you can use and share. That's why we have the Wednesday calls. We just edited another video of testimonials. I'm going to send it to you. That is part of our business. What else do you need to have? Well, the welcome message, I also shared that. The welcome message has all the links that you can find. I have it here. In boards, if you go to boards, okay, here it is. This is boards. This is a welcome message. So this welcome message, you have to always have it at hand. Look at what it says. It shows every person that you enrolled in your team, this that you're sending. This is in boards, in our boards. Look, back office, the channels, Telegram channels. This is a channel in English. This is a team in Spanish. Here we have the trainings. Make sure you're in the Facebook page. Here you have everything, inclusive the telephone of customer service and their email. If you have your boards and you download it and you have it available, here in the corner, you have the option of share. You share it and you send it, and that's one action, one click. That's all. Tell me that you don't have, that we don't have everything created for you. You have everything at hand. If you're not using it, whose responsibility is it? The business, the companies, the industries, your leaders, or yours? I'm not going to reply. I think you know the answer. So those are things that we have to take into account. Now, let's go to the more active part of how to access our webpage. When you access your business, you created an ID. And Guille, was your hand up? Sorry, was your hand up, Guille? Did you want to talk? Okay, let me know if your hand was up. Sorry. Tell me. Okay, so the other thing, how to access your back office, your web page in LifeWave. One of the things, and we always learn about this, and I had experience from before, but I always tell people when they enroll, I guide them and I take them by the hand. I tell them, don't let people enrolling on their own. Just like a teacher, literally, I grab their hand, I grab a paper, and I say, write down right now that user that you created and your password so you don't forget. What happens to people when they enroll? They receive the welcome message, and afterwards, you don't know how to do the login to access your virtual office. I forgot. So let's prevent what is going to happen, okay? So write it down. This is your user, this is your password, so you don't forget. So save it, and that way you forget about the problem afterwards. So when you're going to access your back office, by then you already know what information you need to have. So let's see here, the virtual office. If somebody doesn't see something, let me know. What we are going to see now is how did you access, as I said, with your username and your password. What is your profile? This is your profile up here on the right side. Let's see your profile. Okay, on your profile, you have all your information, absolutely all your information, your email. I recommend put a picture, put an ID with your picture. You have your ID, you have everything there. Now, something important here. You have to change the configuration. What am I going to do when I change the setup, okay? Here you have your information. You can check it. Now, something very important. Look at what it says here. Recognition content. The other day, somebody was saying, I didn't receive the recognition each time you reach a rank. You're going to receive a recognition, a certificate. So if you clicked here and maybe it was automatic and the program or the system did it, you didn't participate in the public recognition, they're not going to send anything because it's clicked. Maybe you didn't realize. Many times when you access to do this, it's new. There is all your information there. Now, something important. This is a binary plan, the left side and the right side. So people, it is important if you already know that to reach manager, which is the first rank of the company, you need 2 people on the left and 2 people on the right. And today I'm going to talk to somebody. I come and I click the right, sorry, the left. I know that I have my setting here on the left. Oh, but now I have another person. I'm going to leave the second one on the left, or you can go to the right, clicking. Now, when do I do this, Rochelle? I will do this before enrolling the person. What happens, and this happened to a lot of you, after enrolling somebody and that person falls on the incorrect place, what happens? You only have, and please write down this information because there's a lot of people that even though they don't know, they still don't know. You have 5 days to change that person from left to right or right to left. If it's in, the person is in the incorrect line side. Many people say, I reached manager because I have 4. Because this action was not made before enrolling, not afterwards. You have to come and you have to see your side. How am I? Oh, for manager, I have 1 missing on the left or 1 missing on the right. So they can enroll. The system is not going to do it for you. You need to do it yourself. So it is important for you to have that information. Any questions about this?
Ok, lo de los lados, eso es
Okay,
fundamental.
about the sides, that is crucial, because if not, that's when problems begin. Your profile, like they said, the picture, about writing down the people, about knowing 5 days. This is important, the 5 days. So now, monthly subscriptions. This is crucial. This is crucial to know how this is going to be done.
Aquí está. Ok, entonces, ya me salgo de acá.
Okay, so let me leave here.
Suscripciones. Si ustedes ven, aquí dice,
Subscriptions. If you can see here, it says subscription, monthly subscription purchase. There you can find yours. If you don't have your monthly subscription, you need to do it. Listen to me. This is a business that has to have a monthly subscription. The auto shipment has to be there. You have the auto shipment as part of your business, part of the business. And we have to educate our teams and our people. You have no idea how many people that we're still fighting against to let them know, look, you have to have this. We don't need to convince them. We simply know that it's part of the business and we need to have it. Now, Rachel, here you can check which one. Mine, the next one is for the 10th. That is monthly. Okay, there it is. So now I can edit this. Look at what it says here. Edit or add article. Somebody was saying the other day, I asked for X39, but truthfully, right now I want to change it. I want to try another patch, which is fine. Right now, I have one of FP6 and one of X39. So imagine that I want to change it. I'm going to edit and I'm going to have all the patches there. And this is what I have. I have one X39 and another one here of SP6. So imagine that I take away FP6 exactly, and I want to try the patch for pain right now. I can put 1 or 2. but you truly need 2
porque con
or
55
1,
ya tú puedes.
because
Entonces,
with
sin
55 you're able
importante,
to.
si tú no le das
So
a
it's
actualizar,
important, if you
eso no cambia.
don't click
Hay que darle a
on
actualizar.
update, that's not going to change.
Entonces,
You need to
a
update that
veces, ¿qué es lo que
information. So
hacemos? No le
sometimes what do
damos
we
al
do?
actualizar.
We don't
Y
click
entonces después
on
venimos
that
y o
refresh
te
button,
llega a la
and
casa el
then
producto que no
suddenly
dice,
you
que eso
receive the
está
incorrect
Icewave
product in your
y
house. You see? So there it is. We
el
refreshed and we have
X39.
Icewave and
Tú no
X39.
tienes puesto
So
el auto ship,
if you don't
llegas a la
have the
tienda,
auto shipment,
vas a
you
tus
come to the
patches,
store, you
el que tú
download your
vayas a pedir,
patches, whichever one you're going to ask
supongamos que vas
for.
a pedir el
Let's
X39
imagine that you're going to ask for X39.
y miren aquí abajo que dice agregar
And look
pedido
down
a
here, it
de
says
suscripción
add
mensual.
the
Importante
monthly
aquí, si yo
subscription
vengo y
order.
pongo
This is
agregar pedido a
important. If I
suscripción,
put add
tengo
monthly subscription
obligatoriamente que
order,
venir al
I
carrito.
have
Que
to
se haya
by
agregado no
force
significa
go
que
to the
ya el
cart.
autoenvío está listo.
So that doesn't mean that the auto
No
shipment
es
has
así.
already been
Tengo que
scheduled.
venir acá
I still have to go to
al
the cart,
carrito y ahí va a
and
finalizar la
there
compra
the
o a ver el
purchase
carro.
is going to be
¿Ok?
finalized. Okay?
Importante eso. Recuerda,
Now this is
autoenvío
important.
no te
Remember,
puede
auto
faltar.
shipment
El
cannot be
autoenvío
missing.
tiene
The
que
auto
estar
shipment
contigo, tiene que
needs
estar
to
con tu
be
equipo.
with
Entras como diamante, tú
when
tienes 3
you
meses
enroll
que
as a
no tienes que
diamond, you
tener
have 3
autoenvío.
months without
Pero
auto shipment.
igualmente déjalo hecho
But
para que eso no se te
leave it
olvide. Algo
done so you don't
importante sobre el
forget.
autoenvío
Something
que debes
important
tener en
about
cuenta.
auto shipment that you have to take
La
into
mayoría de la
account
gente,
is
y
that
yo hice ese
most of the
error al
people,
inicio,
and I committed that
pone
mistake at the
autoenvío
beginning,
30 días.
put the auto shipment for 3 days,
¿Qué
for 30
ocurre? La
days.
compañía
So what happens?
tiene
The company
como un
has
método, una manera de
a
operar
method, an
donde
operation
le da
method
3
in
días
which they
para
give you
ver si
3
el pago
days
de la
to
tarjeta
see if
aclara.
the payment
Ustedes
of
saben que hay
the
personas que de
card
pronto en la
gets
tarjeta no
cleared.
tienen
You know,
dinero
people
o a lo
sometimes don't
mejor
have
se
money in the
sobregiró
card,
o a lo mejor cambió
or
de
there
tarjeta porque se
was
le
a
perdió
change
alguna
in the card
actualización del
and they didn't
sistema. ¿Qué
update the
hace la
information in the
compañía? Si tú
system.
pusiste
So
tu
what does the
autoenvío para
company
el
do? If you
28,
put your
te
auto
va a dar
shipment for the
29,
28th,
30 y
it's going to
primero.
give you 29th,
Hasta el
30th,
2
and 1st.
no se te va a aclarar
Until the
activo
2nd, that's not
en el
going to be
sistema.
active in the
¿Qué es la
system.
recomendación que yo
So
le
what
estoy
is a
dando a todas las
recommendation
personas
that
en mi
I'm
equipo?
giving everybody in my team?
Y te lo estoy diciendo a ti por
And
eso,
I'm saying
para
this
que lo
to you
tengas en
too,
mente.
for you to
Pon
have
tu
this in
autoenvío
mind.
3 días
Put your
antes.
auto
Para hacerte
shipment
3
3
días
days
antes.
before. Rochelle,
Hoy,
what
por
is 3
ejemplo, es
days before?
19,
Today, for
¿verdad?
example, it's the
19 de
19th,
septiembre.
right?
¿Ok?
September 19th.
19 de octubre serían
So
mis
on
30 días.
October
Yo le voy a
19th,
poner
that would be
el
my 30
16
days.
o el
So I'm
15,
going to put my auto shipment on the
3 días
16th or
antes.
the 17th, 3
Para
days
que ya
before.
dentro de esos
So
3 días
that
yo no
way,
esté
inside
días
those
que yo
3
esté
days,
inactiva.
I don't have
Y
to
mi
be
negocio sí está abierto.
non-active for 3 days and my
¿Entienden
business
hasta
is
ahí?
still
¿Comprenden lo
open.
que
Do you
estoy diciendo?
understand what I'm
3
saying?
días antes
3
es que lo tenemos
days
que tener.
before is when
¿Ok?
we have to have an
¿Cómo
auto shipment.
encontrar
Okay.
tu
So how
enlace
can we find our
de
link,
venta? Es decir, el
our
que tú
sales
tienes
link,
que enviar.
the one that you
Todos
need
estos
to
videos están
send?
en boards.
All these videos
Absolutamente
are
todos
in
estos
boards.
videos están en boards,
Absolutely.
pero
All
de
these
todas
videos are
maneras,
in boards. But anyway,
vamos para allá.
let's see.
Entonces,
So
¿cómo encontrar? Si
how
aquí
do
tú
we
vienes a
find?
nueva inscripción
If here we go to new
y alguien se va a unir, entonces por
enrollment,
aquí lo estoy haciendo, esto del robot. Ok, entonces, ¿verdad? Aquí es donde están todos los
so here
paquetes.
is where all the packs are,
Bueno,
all the
aquí
kits
tú
are.
le das clic en la derecha.
Here you can click on
Ese
the
es tu
right,
enlace.
and that is your link.
¿Qué haces aquí? Vas,
What are you going to do
copias,
here? You're going to copy.
lo pones en una nota
You're going to
del
put it in a
teléfono
note
y
on
ahí
your
tú tienes tu
phone,
enlace que tú vas a
and
enviar.
you have your
Ya.
link that you're going to
Ahora,
send, okay?
enlace para comprar productos.
Now the link
Debemos
to
tener los
purchase
dos
products,
enlaces.
we need to have the 2 links.
Enlace de personas que quieren
The
ser
link for
distribuidoras,
people that want
pero
to be
enlace de
distributors
las
and the
personas que
link
quieren
people
comprar
who
productos.
want to
¿Cómo lo hago,
purchase
Rachel?
product.
Estando ahí
How do
voy
I
a
do this,
shop o a
Rochelle? Being
tienda.
there, I go to shop or to the store.
Aquí, igual, cliqueo. Ese es mi enlace
So
de
I click
producto.
there and that
Ven
is my
arriba que
product.
dice
You can see on
mi
the top
nombre
that
como
it
mi
says
esposa,
my name with my
store
husband's
slash
store
products.
slash
Es
products.
porque ese es el
It's
enlace
because
para
that
vender,
is the
para que
link
te
to
compren el
sell
producto.
and for you to
Entonces vas a
purchase a
tener
product.
tu enlace
So you're going to
para que
have
tengas
your
ser
link
distribuidora y
for
vas
you
a
to be
tener
able to
tu
be a
enlace
distributor, and
para
you're
que
going to
pueda
have
hacer,
your link
para que pueda comprar los
to be able
productos.
to purchase the
¿Ok?
products. Okay?
¿Entendido hasta ahí?
You understood?
¿Entendido?
Did you
¿Sí?
understand?
¿Todo claro? Déjenme ver acá.
Everything is clear? Come on, tell
Ajá,
me.
ok. Ajá, exacto. Ya lo del autoenvío y los 3 días,
Okay,
ya
exactly.
se
So the
los
auto
expliqué.
shipment and the 3
¿Ok?
days is something that I
Ahora,
already explained.
vamos a
Okay?
ver todo lo
Now, let's see everything that has to do with checking the binary tree, the next ranks, checking our commissions, and checking our ranks. Let's go.
Okay. Rangos.
So ranks. What is the best way and how do I prefer to do it? I go to organization and check this out. Here you can see everything that you have enrolled personally. You go to team that I've enrolled personally. Ladies, gentlemen, this is something that I do every day and sometimes twice a day. So teams that I've enrolled personally. And here you say, okay, here, look at what it says. All the classification, I want to go down. Let's see, for example, I can see who are all my managers. And here I check it and I check what side they're in. They have the automatic payment. Maybe you want to see, okay, who are all my gold? I'm going to check who all my gold are. No, I want to check who all my platinums are that started with me, and I check that and I see everything. So there you can see your whole organization. There you can see absolutely everybody. Now the binary tree, you go here, look, everything is in organization. You go down, binary tree, okay? You come here, and here you can see this is our profile. When you click on our profile, here you can see all the people that I have, that we have, who have been enrolled or sponsored personally. Right now, my husband and I have 547 people. Total of distributors is our people, your people, and all our team's binary, all the people who are under our binary team. And if I want to check where people are falling, for example, I want to see Guille or America, here you click. And here we have the whole tree of Guille and America. Me, personally, imagine that I want to see Guille and America, and I want to see how they're doing. I go up here, see profile, and look at this. Everything here is part of Guille and America's profile. If I want to see, hear this, how much Guille and America are missing for their next rank, and listen to this. This is something that you need to do with your team, because you cannot help your team to reach to the next ranks if you don't know where they're located, because probably they won't know themselves. So this meeting that we have right now, it is super important for you to sit down with your team and to say, let's see this. And on your phone, you can say, let's practice step by step everything that Rochelle has done. Let's go to the back office. Let's see the qualification. Let's see what rank you're in. Look, for the next qualification, listen to this. Here it says what they're missing. It says here. So they're almost going to be presidential directors, God willing. And look at the only thing they need for the volume. They have 51,000. They need 100 more. But this is the steps that you're going to follow. Okay, if you're missing 2 on your right and 2 on your left, okay, perfect. Then I will go more to the left and more to the right. So I start watching and I start doing everything that people need to do. I start guiding my team so they know where they have to move to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that way you can see all the profiles of your team, your whole organization. Now you want to see the next. Okay, let's move here. Okay. Okay, here you can see your whole team and you want to see how close they are to their rank. So you go to organization, next, classification, promotions. Okay, you move there. And there you can see each person and what is the closest rank. And here you can see the percentage, how much they are missing. You see, for example, Julie, to reach manager, she has 95% already. So I want to see, I go to Julie's profile, I go up here, and I see what she's missing. It's obvious she's not active right now. So she has 77 points out of 110. So there I can observe, okay, Julie, and then I go back here, Jimena Hurtado, 92%. I go to Jimena because here it's the next classification, so to reach the next rank. And here you can see what is the next rank that they're going to reach and how much they're missing. And there you can start calling your team. Hey, I want to see this. Hey, I want to see this other thing. Hey, let's do a presentation call. Hey, the Thursday call, let's see how many prospects you have. How
many patches have you given in, etc., etc.
And you do a follow-up with your team. You have to have communication with your team every day. You need to make sure they enroll. How much they're missing. What can I do for you? Create events. Give them strategies. All that is part of the business. Commissions. How do we see commissions? Here we can see the commissions. All the commissions. This is what we have until now for the whole week. If we go back, you're going to see all the periods going back. Everything that's upcoming here. We can see the volume, the results, the commissions, the calendar, cumulative, everything. The payment portal. How do they pay us, Rochelle? Okay, how do they pay us? What happens here is that until you earn a commission, cumulative commission, you can't do anything. The moment that you have that cumulative commission, let it be $20, the LifeWave company is going to send you an email. And that email is going to say to you, hey, these are the steps that you need to take. They're going to give you a W-9, and you can decide if you're in the name of the company, just put the ID of the company, if it's in your name, your social security. And after that, you follow all the steps. There is a video in boards that explains that step by step. And I continue insisting in boards because that's the way it is. So afterwards, you can receive your payments, and believe me, your payments enter directly to the account that you use that time. No issues. You access and you put all your information, and you don't need to touch absolutely anything anymore. Now, I want to talk about bonuses, okay, and about cycles and how we can earn money, okay? Let's go here.
Ok, importantísimo. Las
Okay,
cuatro
something
maneras
super important. The 4 ways that we can earn money. I did a training only on the compensation plan, completely about the compensation plan solely. Retail client. Okay, listen to me. When it's a retail client, it is important. And the other day I was saying to the people from my team, we need to practice because there are 3 retail client programs. There are 3 retail client programs. There is the retail client that doesn't want absolutely any commitment and is going to pay for the complete price, $149, and you get $50. Then you have the preferred client. The pack is going to be $99. They're going to pay a subscription of $20 a year. And you have sorry, everything is English. The preferred client plus. They're going to pay a subscription. The preferred also has to have auto shipment to the preferred, and the other one, but preferred has $20 a year, and they only to subscribe, and then they have free products if they invite other people, etc., etc. Rochelle, can preferred clients become distributors? Yes, they can become distributors. Now, when they decide to become distributors, they have to create an account as a distributor, because that one that they did as a retail client is not the same one. And that is important to know. The second way that you can earn money, the following, with the enrollment packs. Here, this. We're not going to have bronze anymore, and we're not going to have platinum anymore. And the names change, but it's silver is going to be core after October 1st. Gold is going to be advanced, and diamond is going to be premium. They changed a bit how many sleeves you're going to receive and also the commissions. Nevertheless, what I want you to see is this vision, and for you to start getting mentally prepared for this. I understand that we can be focused on, oh no, the commissions now for diamond is going to be 405 instead of 500. What the company is doing is facilitating, because yes, they're going to give you less commission, but your volume is going to increase. So why is the volume going to be favorable? Because of the binary plan for the cycles that you need to do, that you need to create, sorry. Remember that cycles are 660 from the strongest side, 330 from the weakest side. Rochelle, who determines what is the strongest or the weakest side? The company. Why is it the strongest side? Well, because it's the one that which you have most volume. If you have most volume right now during this week on the right side with 6,000 points, but on the left you have 2,000 or 1,000, it's obvious that the right side is your strongest side right now. And the company determines it that way and starts doing the cycles. 660 on one side, 330 on the other one. That's one cycle and you're going to get $50. Do you understand? I know that all this is a lot of information, and that is the reason why each Thursday we continue sharing this information. This is something that I want to explain because it's not like when you reach manager, you get a $1,500 bonus. This has to do with the cycles. Remember, you earned for sales, selling products. You earned for enrolling people. And now for the binary, or the cycles, this cycles is what allows you to earn until 1,500 if you're a manager. Okay, Rachel, but then how many cycles do I need to complete? 1,500 divided by 50 is 30 cycles. If you're a manager, you need to try to have from your volume on one of your sides, your upline can help you with that volume, and that is probably going to be your strongest side. Okay, and you're going to be able to do until 1,500 only on the bonuses, because here is where you're going to continue doing everything that you need to do. Okay, so this is the other way that you can earn money via generations, and this is super important. This is super important. Actually, I'm going to show you this right now on our page. From your first level, who is your first level? The ones who enroll directly with you. That's your first level. You can write this down if you need. The ones who enroll directly with you, that is your first level. Out of that first level, you get 25%. The ones those people sign in are your second level. And you get out of everything they do a 20%. And the ones who enroll, that second person underneath them is your second level, and you get a 20%. So this is an amazing, amazing opportunity. People, listen to me. You know why? Because most of companies of direct sales, their percentages of levels or generations, depending on the company, they say it differently, is 1%, 3%, 7% is what I had seen the highest. And here you get 25, 20, and 20. So they respect the second level and the third, leaving that percentage. You're never going to see that in any other place. I have a store online, and each time that my associate and me say, we're going to put a percentage of discount, it's never 20. It's like, no, 10, okay, 15, because it's a lot of money. And here they're giving you 25 and they're giving you 20. Upgrade. There you go. There we go. That's the next point that we want to talk about. Okay. Hey, listen to me, because this is a lot of stuff in this class. Okay. Upgrade. So I can't show you the upgrade. I'm not going to be able to do it. How do you upgrade? You go to the store, and here at the end, you see the last thing that I have, because I enrolled as a diamond. But here, you're going to see where you can do an upgrade, or an upgrade, actualización in Spanish. So you click on upgrade, and on the next page, if you are silver, you're going to see the gold option and still platinum and diamond. Try not to enroll people in platinum right now, because it's going to be removed. So that's a recommendation that I'm going to do. From now on and until September, I don't talk about platinum anymore. It's all silver, gold, or diamond. Silver, gold, or diamond. Why? Because it doesn't make sense. And there you're going to see the options that you have depending on the pack that you started with. If you started as a gold, you're going to have diamond and platinum. And if we started with silver, you'll see gold, platinum, and diamond. If you accessed as diamond, you don't have the option of upgrading. Let me continue checking what else. How to enroll somebody. If you remembered, I let you know that when we enroll somebody, can you see it on my screen? Are you seeing my screen? Yes? Yes? Okay, you're seeing my screen. Can you see LifeWave? Okay, correct. So here we see new enrollment.
Y vuelve, robó. Yo sé que es por seguridad.
And I know this is a
Ok,
security
entonces
issue,
supongamos que la
but
persona
let's
te dice que quiere
imagine
entrar
that the
como oro
person says, I want to enroll
y
as gold,
selecciona su
and you
paquete de oro.
select the gold pack.
Señores, de nuevo lo mismo. Hay personas que
Ladies
se
and
complican y
gentlemen, let's talk
empiezan a
about the same
cambiar
thing.
acá.
There are people that start getting complicated
Ay,
and start
dos
changing this.
X6, uno
Oh,
Lifeway
two
y se complican la
FE6,
vida.
one
Dejen
LifeWay,
el
and they
X39,
complicate their
enfóquense en el
life. Leave
X39, ¿verdad?
X39. Focus on
Entonces aquí
X39,
tú
okay?
tienes ya tus
So
5
here you have your 5,
y...
and
¿Y por qué?
let's see why this is happening.
Espérate porque ahora no me deja. Dame un segundo porque
Wait a
no me
second,
deja
just give me
continuar. Ya,
one moment.
continue.
Okay,
Ahí le das
continue. You
al
click on
continue.
continue.
Importante,
And
como
something
hemos
super
hablado y como
important,
ya
like
lo
we were
saben,
saying and like you already know,
autoenvío.
auto shipment.
Esto no podemos dejar de hacer.
This is something that we
Estás
can't stop
inscribiendo un
doing.
diamante
If you're
y
enrolling a
tiene 3
diamond
meses de
and
cortesía,
it's been
bueno,
3,
cortesía no
you
porque lo
have
pagas,
3
pero
courtesy
bueno,
months.
3
Well, it's
meses
not
que no tienes
courtesy
que
because it's
hacerlo, tú
paid, but
vas
it's 3 months that you
un
don't
mes,
need to do it. You
2
wait 1
meses,
month,
3 meses.
2 months, and 3 months.
19, ¿y qué les dije? 3
19.
días
And what did I
antes.
say? 3
Vengo
days
acá
before
y
I
vengo
go
19,
here
16,
and I'm like 19,
16. Y
17,
ahí lo dejo.
16.
¿Qué
And I
voy a
leave it
elegir?
there.
Yo vuelvo a lo mismo.
What am I going to choose? I'm going to go back to the same
X39
thing.
y le
X39,
pongo 2.
and I put 2.
A no ser que ella te diga que quiera probar,
Unless
yo
they say
sigo
that they
sin
want to
complicarme porque
try,
igual
I'm not going
después
to get
tú vas
complicated because
a
maybe
poder ir a
later on
editarlo
you're going to
en
be
caso
able
de
to
que ella lo
edit
necesite.
it in
Aquí va
case it's
la
needed.
información
So here
personal.
you have the
Esto es lo
personal
que yo les decía
information. This was what
acá.
I
Hay
was
gente que
saying.
se confunde
Here there are
porque
people
como
that get
dice your
confused
website,
because it
tu
says
página
your
web,
website,
hay gente que dice
your
yo no
web
tengo
page.
website,
And
eso no te
people
está
say, hey,
diciendo
I
nada de
don't have
eso.
a website,
Eso lo que
but
te dice es
they're not
el
asking you for that.
usuario que tú
It's
quieres
asking for
tener
what user
para entrar a
you
la
want
página de
to have
LifeWay.
to be
Yo
able
tengo
to
Rachel
enter the
Carlos,
LifeWave
a lo mejor es
page.
Teresa
I have
Martínez,
Rachel and Carlos, maybe it's
Alvita,
Teresa
no sé, la
Martinez,
persona que quiera el
Alavita.
nombre con
I don't know,
apellido y va
whoever
a
you
buscarlo
want,
porque tiene que
name,
estar
last name, you
disponible y el
search for them, and
password.
they have to be
Y ahí es
available
donde
and
le
the
tienes que
password.
decir,
And that is where
hey,
you're going to
acuérdate
say, hey,
de
remember
apuntar esa
to
información
write
para
down
poder
that
tenerla. Y ahí
information to be
terminas con
able to
todo,
have
con
it.
la
And that's when you
información.
finish with everything, with the
Importante lo de
information,
agree,
the
o
important
sea,
information.
aceptar
Remember to
todas
agree,
las pólizas y submit. Y con eso
accept all
tú
the
terminas
policies, and
tu
submit. And that is
inscripción.
what
¿Qué
you finish
hacer
your enrollment
después
with.
que se
What to
inscriben?
do after
Darle la
they are
bienvenida,
enrolled?
enviarle
You
el
welcome them,
mensaje
you
de
send the
bienvenida
welcome
que les
message
mostré
that
para
I
que de esa
showed you.
manera ya la persona
So that
sepa
way the
cómo
person
vincularse con los
knows
entrenamientos, con el
how
sistema que hemos
to
creado
access the
y con
trainings
todo
and
lo
the
demás.
system that we
¿Ok?
created and everything else.
Por ahora tengo que terminar porque viene la
Okay, so
llamada de
I need to
presentación y
finish
nos
because we
quedan
have the
3 minutos
presentation call
exactamente.
coming up and we
Ok,
have
chicos,
3 minutes exactly.
gracias.
Okay, guys,
Seguimos. Esto
so
recuerden
thank
es
you. Remember that this is
todos
something
los
that has
jueves.
to be done
Hacemos todo lo que
each
tiene que ver
Thursday.
con onboarding
Every
y
day we do
todo lo que
everything that
tiene
has
que
to
ver.
do
¿Hay
with
alguna
onboarding.
pregunta?
And
El
let's see if there's any
username se puede
questions.
cambiar.
Can the username be changed?
El username nunca me han
No,
preguntado
the
eso, pero yo
username,
me
they've never
imagino que
asked
sí
me
se puede
this, you
cambiar.
know, but
Sí.
I imagine that you can
Ok.
change it.
Si se puede
Yes.
cambiar,
Okay.
será
Yes, you
llamando a
can
Customer
change it.
Service.
Probably calling customer
Entonces
service.
llama a Customer Service y sí se
Okay.
puede
Yes. So
cambiar.
call
Dice que
customer
sí.
service. And
Se
yes,
pueden
they're
cambiar.
saying that
Déjame
you
revisar
can
aquí un
change it. Let me
momentico a
check
ver
if there's any more
qué
questions.
se
1 second,
me quedó.
please.
Upgrade lo pasé. Boards, perfecto. No, me quedó una cosa
Boards,
por...
upgrade.
déjame apuntadito
Okay.
para que no se me
I had
olvidara.
everything
Necesito
written down to tell everything that
prorrogar.
I wanted to
Esto el
talk
otro día vi
about,
que en
but
el chat estaban
I
como un
forgot that
escándalo,
the
las
other
dos
day in the
cosas
chat
unidas.
there was like an
Solamente con la
important
misma
topic.
dirección una persona.
You can only have
Es lo que
one
se hace aquí. Una
address per
persona en la
person.
misma dirección.
Okay,
Puede ser
one
cliente de
address per
comprar
person.
producto, pero
It
no
could be a
distribuidor.
client that
Ok.
purchases product on
Y
the same
segundo,
address, but not
también vi
two distributors. And the
material que
second
estaban
thing, I
enviando de que si el
also
producto está
saw
en Walmart, que si el
the
producto
material
está
that
en
I was
Amazon, que si
sending
el
if it's
producto
in
está...
Walmart and
Esto
Amazon.
es único porque tenemos
And
la
this
patente hasta el
is unique because
2040.
we have the patent until
Todo el mundo
2040.
que haga eso por fuera esté
Everybody that
haciéndolo
does this
ilegalmente y no te puede
outside
caber duda.
of
No
this
puedes
is
tener duda
doing
de
it
eso porque
illegally.
está el
And you can
número
have
de
no
patente que tú
doubt
puedes
because
buscarlo
you
en
have the
cualquier
patent
parte
number.
públicamente, eso no es un engaño.
You can
Todo
find
el
it
que está
in
haciendo
anywhere
eso está
publicly.
haciéndolo ilegal. Y
Everybody
ya
that is
le
doing
hemos
this is
dicho, porque
doing
nos
it
han explicado
illegally.
desde
And
arriba,
we said
que
this because
el
they've
CEO
explained it
David
from the
está
top that the
haciendo todo,
CEO,
demanda
David,
todo
is
lo
doing
legal. Ustedes saben que esas
everything
cosas se demoran.
in the legal world.
Nosotros
And you know the
tenemos que
legal
elegir nuestras
industry takes
batallas.
long.
Tú
But he's doing
quieres
everything. So
enfocarte
we
en
have to
toda esa
choose
gente que
our
está
battles.
haciendo algo que
Do
tú
you want
sabes
to
ilegal
focus on all those people who
o
are
tú
doing
quieres
something that you know
enfocarte
is
con
illegal? contigo? Or do you want to focus on sharing this with more people and growing your business? Choose your battles. We're not going to be against the world who chooses what values are going to operate under. You operate from good You operate from sharing, you operate from your motivation, and you operate from continuing sharing with whoever wants to listen to you. We cannot force people to change concepts. Don't lose your time. Manage and invest your time in what really makes an impact in your life. So please forget about that. Don't share it. Don't even share those things when you see it, because you know that we have the patent. So let's do what David is doing, focusing on everything new, the new technology that he's going to launch in Dallas's conference. Something new is coming, 15 seconds, and 100% people are seeing the results. I don't care about Walmart. That is their problem. I want to earn money with the correct source, which is this one. So come on, take that out of your heads, okay? We'll see you right now for the opportunity call. Let me drink water because I spoke too much. See you now. Bye. I love you.